Hey guys, it's Nikki from Lotus Living. I'm at the beach. You can see the glorious waves and hear them behind me, and it seemed like a fitting place to communicate this message to you. This is not a long video, but I've had a bit of a breakthrough today, and I recently had a rather unpleasant experience at the beach in that I was attacked by a group of dogs. I'm a dog lover, as you may well know, and it's been on my mind trying to figure out what the issue is. And these particular dogs they actually belong to someone, and they're well looked after. They're vaccinated. I live in a country that controls this very, very carefully, so they have all the right vaccinations, including their rabies, so that's not an issue. But what happened was they actually attacked me, and one of them bit me. And it wasn't very pleasant, but they bite everything. They attack the other dogs that come here, and it's really worried me, and I've been trying to figure out what the issue is. So there's two messages in this video. One is to realize that if you have an aggressive dog or cats are the same, then you first have to figure out what is the reason for this. Dogs don't start out nasty. They generally don't. Inbred dogs, okay, they could have something bred into them, but I deal with street dogs, and they generally are quite docile until they've been treated badly. And I've seen some horrific cases of really, really cruel treatment where acid has been thrown over them, their paws have been cut off, and so you can imagine these dogs being very wary of humans. But the case that I refer to in my own experience is that when I talked to the lovely lady that is looking after these dogs, she said to me that she wanted to feel safe at night, so she asks them to guard her, and that was the clue. Your dog responds to your energy. It responds to your commands, but it responds to the things that you don't think it can see. So if you are scared, your body tenses up. Your aura, so you can see me, right? But all around here is what's called your aura, and it's about so thick, you know, off your body. That has colours in it, and those colours your dog can see. So if you are scared, you're resonating red, black, grey, fuzzy, like really things that really are quite prominent and noticeable to your dog. Your dog's mission here is to protect you, and so that dog will stand to attention. It will protect you. If you've gone one step further and said, please, Johnny, protect me. I feel scared, please protect me. That dog will do that. And when I first moved from Hong Kong, I was feeling particularly low and really quite scared. I was on my own. I'd moved to a country I didn't really know, and I didn't have any friends, and I literally didn't know anybody. So it was me and my daughter and my two dogs and my 4 cats at the time. And I felt quite vulnerable. So I remember saying to my 2 dogs, please protect me, please protect me. And they did, but what happened was they went into overdrive. They protected me from everything. So if people came near me, if other animals came near me, anything, they would stand to attention and they would bark and bark. And it was only when I realized that, and this was several years ago, but I did realize that that's what was happening. And so I asked them to stand down, and I said, thank you, Leo and Nala, which is who it was at the time. You're doing your job, and I thank you for that, because you've got to recognize that they are doing what they're on this earth to do. You can't disregard it. They've got to feel genuine with what they're doing. So I said, thank you, Leo and Nala. Thank you for protecting me, but I will tell you if I need protecting. So if I feel like I'm in danger, I'm going to say to you, help me now. And it was remarkable. Overnight, they literally changed, and they will feel under threat with certain dogs because they feel, you know, certain dogs give off energy like we do, and so they will actually let them know to stay away, but they're not aggressive anymore. And that was quite a light bulb moment for me. So in the case of this wonderful lady who is doing a lovely thing in trying to look after these dogs, she is very open to trying to figure out how to help. And so what we're working with now is trying to get these dogs to realize that, thank you very much, you've done your job, but that she needs to find her protection from elsewhere. And that in turn then will help the dogs be less aggressive, and they won't feel the need that they have to vet everything that goes past her. So, you know, it's a big issue for dogs that are appearing to be nasty, and there are so many owners who have issues when they take their dogs out for a walk. So before you start berating the dog and thinking that there's something wrong with the dog, please just ask yourself, what messages are you sending out to that dog? Are you sending out that you're afraid and that you need protection? Are you sending out that you are feeling vulnerable? So then you can readjust, and then you can ask in a slightly different way, that if you feel threatened, you will say something, and then the dog can come to your aid. And then the second thing I want you to take away from this video is, when you're looking for answers, get into nature. It is so cleansing, and I spend every morning, well, as many mornings as I can, in some form of nature, whether it's at the beach or at a park or in the forest. I try and get into nature because you can't underestimate the power of the elements. The sea, the water is so cleansing. The trees around, the flowers, the plants, the earth. These are the elements that nature is in place to help you. And the best part about all of this is it's free. It costs nothing. All you've got to do is do it. You've literally got to get into nature and ask for the answers. So you'll see that the theme through my work and my teachings is always that there are clues to everything. If you work with the universe and ask them to help you, that they will send help, and there will be helpful clues along the way. Your job is to figure them out. And if you are open and willing and humble enough to just open your mind, that you will receive the answers. But we need a little bit of help. I do, and so I get into nature, and it's unbelievably amazing at the results. So I hope that you found that helpful, and get in touch if you need further answers on anything that I've talked about today.